Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.
Live from the GBM studios in Belize City, it's Open Your Eyes. Start your morning right with your hosts, Sabrina Daly and Paul Lopez.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
And I'm Paul Lopez.
And good morning,
Good
Paul.
morning.
How we doing?
I'm doing so. I had a bit of a bad experience last night.
Really? What happened?
Yeah, my team lost
Oh,
in the
no.
NBA Finals Game 4.
What was you?
Yeah, I know, right? But this morning I woke up to a lot of celebrating
Yes.
Knicks fans.
At least here in the building.
Oh my gosh, I can't hear enough
Yep.
about it. But for those who stayed up last night to watch the Knicks versus Spurs Game 4 in the NBA Finals, you all were definitely treated to an exciting game.
Yeah.
I sure was, and I'm just a bit disappointed this morning in my Spurs, but you know what?
Yeah.
We're going to bounce back from this. I'm going to build back the energy through
Yeah.
the amazing discussions that we have in this morning show. And then we're going to go back to San Antonio for Game 5 and, perhaps get one up again
Okay.
on the Knicks. It's
Well,
not
I
that
mean,
bad.
I'll be honest, this is my first time following the NBA performances that's taking place. And I didn't watch the entire game last night. I only watched the last 3 seconds. And I think that was the most important part
It
of it,
really
right?
was,
It really was the most important part. This is a part of history, I understand,
Yeah.
for NBA and basketball
Indeed,
fans. And
indeed.
so for you guys right now celebrating that win for Knicks, I'm rooting for Knicks, so I'm excited about
Yeah,
it.
but I gather that generally the Belizeans are Spurs fans because it's raining. That means the nation is crying at this loss.
Oh, yeah.
But we definitely have some very dark and cloudy weather out this morning.
Yes.
It's raining a lot in Belize City. I don't know what the weather is like in your neck of the woods. Let us know whether it's raining in your part of the country,
Yeah.
if the sun is shining. But it definitely looks like we're in for a wet day this morning.
I mean, Paul is saying the Spurs are crying, but I've been telling you guys since the start of the week that I've been leaving my part of where I live with rain and then coming here to heat in the city. So I'm actually glad that I'm finally seeing some rain this side. I know it's very hot lately, especially in the city. And so I think, this might be a good thing that we're getting some rain. So it's not really the Spurs crying. This is a gift from the New York Knicks. All right, let's move things along. We have a fantastic show, as Paul mentioned earlier, and we're going to head to that now. What you got for us?
Indeed. So head on over to the big screen with me so we could talk about some of the conversations we have lined up for this morning. In our first conversation, it's all about giving blood and saving lives. Yes, we're observing World Blood Donor Day. I always think about what would happen if I end up hospitalized or a family member and we're in need of blood. Well, this is where observing World Blood Donor Day comes in, and just participating in that whole ecosystem of donating blood comes in. And so definitely want to stay locked into that conversation. And then our second one is about keeping youth active through summer sports. Guys, summer is already here. Would you believe it? And there's a lot of activities out there to keep youths, young people active, engaged, and busy. And we're going to be highlighting one of those very same activities in our second segment. And then last but certainly not least, we kicked off the morning show talking about sports because the NBA Finals is one of the hottest things taking place right now. But also, today is a big day for the world of sports. The World Cup officially begins. Yes, today Mexico plays against South Africa. And we have our own games in studio. Yes, Sabrina and I are going to be competing against each other in FIFA World Cup trivia. So for all you football fans, soccer fans, if that's what you prefer out there, you want to join us in that trivia, then stay locked in definitely for that segment. But Sabrina, we do have some important discussions to jump into. Let us know what you have for us.
All right, just before I do that, Paul, I'll tell you, you can be prepared to win on that World Cup conversation. The only thing I really know about football is goal! That's it. But let's jump into some of the topics that we think you should be knowing or talking about at least before you leave your homes this morning. And we have to start off with a conversation that has been buzzing for the first part of this week. I saw someone comment in the comment section yesterday asking for us to touch on it. And so we did a deep dive into Oscar Mira dismissing allegations as lies and misinformation in our newscast last night. And so this morning we'll be diving into what those allegations actually are, and of course even hearing some other sides of that story as well. And then we have to jump into some international news. We have Elon Musk set to become world's first trillionaire. Now this is crazy. I don't know if you've ever come across $1 trillion. Paul said he has come very close to owning or having a net worth of $1 trillion. And so we'll be talking about that, what it takes to be a trillionaire, at least according to Elon Musk. Then Westmoreland ganja farmers sign up to be legal. Now this is an interesting topic, especially if you know about history or at least what came close to history here in Belize where marijuana is concerned. Also, the National Bus Company installs telematic systems on fleet. This comes, I think, as good news for the public transportation sector. Persons who use the bus system, there is new technology systems installed in these buses, at least from the National Bus Company. And so we are definitely going to be talking about that. And then, of course, Summerfest 2026. We are 1 day away, folks. Tomorrow we head to Dangriga, Grigadang as they call it. And we will be bringing fun and loads of talent to your homes tomorrow on Open Your Eyes. But Paul, let's jump into perhaps the hottest topic on this list right now. I know that there were several numbers leaked as it relates to vegetables and vendors, and apparently one of them being related to Minister Mira as well.
Yeah, I think it's important to start with the fact that we've sought comments from Minister Mira and his relatives for well, actually since the start of this week, late last week into the start of this week, actually we're already at Thursday, so perhaps earlier this week, to get a better understanding of the arrangement between the government of Belize and this vegetable provider, a fresh produce provider. And to date, we haven't gotten any comment from Minister Mira directly. The only thing we've seen so far is a statement, two statements actually, on Facebook, and that's on his personal page, Oscar Mira's personal page. And in those statements, he sort of responds without directly touching the controversy that is brewing in the public. He sort of responded, but directly to John Saldivar, the former representative for Belmopan, who is really the one pushing this thing. And so he responded to that in a manner to say that, look at the works that I am doing.
His record speaks for itself.
My record speaks for itself, and that my actions speak louder than words. And then he says that whatever is going out there by way of John Saldivar's lies and misinformation.
So let's set the scene, though.
What's also speaking for itself are these records.
Yes.
And yes, you could go ahead and set the scene.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's set the scene, because for persons who might not be up to date with what the allegations actually are, which I think it would be hard for them to not have heard of it at least, there are concerns being raised after leaked records of the government's SmartStream system, which is, I think, a system that the government used to pay different bills, pay staff members, and even pay businesses enterprises that they would work with. And so it was shown of different records over the course of a couple years.
Since
that
2020.
Since 2020.
At least that's what we've have
so
access
they're
to.
about 5.5 years or so that shows payments being made to Jenny Armstrong Mira, who has been identified as Minister Mira's sister. I think one of the reasons why there's a bit of concern, and perhaps what sparked the questions, was the similarities between the payments and the fact that it falls in a particular threshold where if it goes above $10,000, there would be another, I guess, like system or order that takes place where there would be more controls over these types of monies and they would be watching it more. And so persons are asking questions about, one, why is she the one that is benefiting from it? And two, the amount of payments that were made to her as well, amounting to over $1 million over the past 5 years.
Yeah, and so I see those figures being reported on different platforms. One of the things that our report found last night was, for example, in February 17th of 2024, I believe that's the date that our report found, there was payments made, at least 7, that amounted to over $43,000, right? So that's a lot of money going to one vendor in one day, just split up in different receipts and different payments. Again, because of that issue with that threshold, that $10,000, you start to get above $10,000 and more eyes begin to look at these transactions. But a part of the bigger question, because now the CEO in the Ministry of Defense and Border Security has stepped out to say that this is normal.
Yeah.
These transactions are normal. We have so much people to feed in the military.
They buy a lot of veggies.
They buy a lot of veggies, and one can't help but to reason with that, to think, yes, you do have hundreds of men and women in these armed forces, in the law enforcement, in these different security ministries. You have a lot of people that you have to feed, and that number quickly adds up.
He also mentioned that they have more than one suppliers, even.
Right. So that comment comes now, right? As in this year, that's beginning to happen. But even if, let's say, his analysis checks out.
Yeah.
Let's say he's saying, well, yes, they're getting a lot of money because we have so much people to feed, so it only makes sense that we buy so much, and as a result, they're going to get so much. And if his rationale checks out about the idea that they're not trying to make smaller invoices so as to fly under the radar. That's what he says. He's at least, and he speaks, you have to look at it carefully too, because he speaks, in my view, cautiously.
Yeah.
Almost to say, at least when it comes to me, I know do this, I know do that, right?
Which is also a very similar tone that Minister Sabane had.
Right. So when you ask them questions, they're essentially saying, and you could understand, I can't speak for that person. I could only speak for me, and I don't do this and I don't do that. And then he kind of goes into defending Minister Mira's character there. But if all of that checks out, the bigger question is about the optics, Sabrina.
Yeah.
How does it look that the sister of a sitting minister has such a lucrative contract with the government of Belize to supply vegetables, and these people they are long-standing vegetable providers.
Yeah.
Let's not get that confused in Belmopan. They know what they're doing, and they've been doing it for a while. So even if all of that checks out, at the end of the day, it's about transparency,
Yeah.
right? It's about bringing these things to Belizeans so that Belizeans know and Belizeans can have a say and Belizeans understand what's happening. But if it happens if it happens and it's shrouded with this level of secrecy, and it has to come out in this manner where we have to find out because documents are leaked. The public has to find out because now we're reporting it on television and it becomes this big scandal, then it looks worse, right? If there's good intent behind it, which many doubt, then it looks worse.
I want to jump into some of the comments that we're seeing online. I see one viewer, Ras Welch, saying it's a shame because it's not really a leak. It's about somebody who wanted to make some money and put it in their pocket that work right where those documents come out, because there's no way the public could have gotten those information by themselves. I always hate for someone to lose their job, but I would like for the government to make a deep dive
into who released it
and try to see who's the one that leaked this information, because those are private documents, because all what they're doing is causing mischief for a man who is working in his community, because the work, I guess, speaks for itself. So this is someone who's supporting Minister Mira and is taking the side of saying this is leaked information. You spoke about the transparency of it all. We know that these types of transactions typically aren't public, especially from the SmartStream system. I believe that was a question that was posed to Minister Zabaneh yesterday, where a reporter asked him if he would support the SmartStream being completely open and transparent to the public, because this is public funds after all.
Remember when the Prime Minister was first elected, and that conversation about talent, that comment about talent came up. You know what that came up from? A conversation about who is filling which post, a conversation about bringing back people that were in the past administrations under the PUP. That conversation was about nepotism as well, right? And what the PM sought to see when he had that slip of tongue, right? And what he also said in those comments is that, well, we have to use the people where we have, the people who got the skills, the people who got the resources, the people who got the talent, right? So so it's the way this administration does things in terms of looking not with a binocular to see and to source where they can find things, but to kind of look at right under their eyelids and to say, yes, you can do it, you're equipped, you have the means to do it. No matter if you're related to this one or related to that one, we don't want to worry about that, because as the Prime Minister explained then, we are pass it off as you are equipped, you are able to get this job done. But then now the conversation comes up about nepotism. The conversation comes up about the family member, direct and immediate family member, a sister of a sitting minister of an area rep, benefiting this much. And questions are now mounting as to whether or not these contracts went into tender. And what Minister Usher confirmed yesterday is that they're no longer, the ministries, they're no longer, at least the Ministry of Defense, is no longer seeking this service from this particular vegetable company, because now they found a different one that is giving them more value for money. I don't know if it's damage control, but this is what he's saying. So they kind of move on. But also, while confirming that another Mira relative, Stanley Mira, has received a contract to provide rice and beans to the ministry. So again, my question, is it that we have limited talent and therefore we have to go to people close to us that can provide, or is it just outright blatant nepotism?
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to ask you guys tuning in right now. What is your main concern, or what is your biggest concern about this particular story? Is it the nepotism of it all, or is it the numbers that we're seeing here? The process of ensuring that these transactions fell under the $10,000 limit. And so I see people in the comments section
Yeah.
supporting what was taking place. Some saying, hey, this is, just corruption at its work. And it's under the PUP and the UDP. I also want to mention that CEO Usher did say that Jenny Mira and her family were supplying the ministry with vegetables even under the
United Democratic Party.
as well.
So let me just look at a couple more comments.
Yeah.
Let me just look at a couple more comments. First of all, I have Colville Maria saying, wow, pure gangsters running the system. A sad part, they always bring in family members on both sides. You can never find an honest politician. Michelle Sampson says, like all ministers in almost every ministry, both UDP and PUP are doing this. Some worse, some just small. Are we surprised? Dion Flores says, all information is public information when it comes to public funds. Then they responded, say it's nothing new. Guys, we appreciate the comment. Just keep them coming. Michelle says, so can I get a contract to provide and leave veggies? And I tell her, Michelle got the veggies. So if you know what, I know somebody that got talent, we can hook on up to the public, even if he doesn't see the need for that. This scandal is just heaping loads of criticism over his head, and I know that in this line of work we say, oh, things just blow over like a lee breeze, and perhaps there's an how did they originate, and to explain to give Belizeans a clearer picture and a clearer understanding of what's happening here.
Do you think that what he has shared online is enough?
I say no, simply because it does not touch on specifically on any of the issues that have been raised as a result of these reports. It does not touch on the contracts or nothing at all. It touches on his work that he's been doing in Belmopan, and good, you've been doing a lot, but it just takes one thing sometimes to turn over the whole ship and has things sink.
All right. Well, let's move things along, because as I mentioned, one of the ministers that we did speak to yesterday asking about this very same topic was Minister Zabane. And interestingly, he had his own, presentation that he was doing yesterday, which I think might be good news for persons who take public transportation. They unveiled new tech systems that were installed in the National Bus Company. Now, I'm hoping that April is tuning in right now, because I know that April in particular is very critical of the the public transportation system. And the question I want to pose to you guys is, what are your thoughts about these telematics, I believe they're called, systems that were installed in the buses? I believe there's kind of like surveillance cameras that will be monitoring things like standees, that will be monitoring like drivers' performance, conductors' performance. And I know that this is a step, I think, personally in the right direction. I know that if you travel in different parts of the country, these are things that are already installed in some of these bus systems, and so having Belize install something like this is welcomed. I wonder though, because I heard a comment from one of our colleagues last night while the story was airing, and he was saying, well, if you can't pick up standees anymore, then they might fly past people on the road if they only have 2 seats left. And I don't necessarily feel that way. I think with the National Bus Company, they don't have to try to compete for customers anymore. And so if there's only 2 seats left, then you can get those 2 seats and you don't have to worry about losing any money, because to load up the bus with standees and to make 3 people sit, a 2-person seat. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Paul?
Yeah, so it's a telematic camera system. For some time, commuters have been complaining there's standees on the bus. These drivers don't conduct themselves right. People complain about drinking and driving. People complaining about speeding on the road. People complain about commuters' conduct. So this telematic system does several things. One, it acts as a surveillance camera, and we have a video that if we haven't shown, I said we can show, which kind of gives us an idea of what it looks like. It has a surveillance camera that the staff at NBC can tap into and see exactly what's happening on the bus. How is the driver behaving? How are passengers behaving? Are there standees on the bus? And it can also, the system can also track the bus in real time to see where the buses are. The speed of it.
I think that's excellent.
Whether or not there's like hard braking taking place, and there's hard brakes, and then bam, you're going to injure somebody. So this is, in my view, good. This is modernization. This is moving forward. Then the thing where in our buses, the America, for example, long time ago, and we're catching up. But it's good. It better we start move, even if we move slowly, it better we start move in the right direction than we stay stagnant and not move because we say, oh, then they're way ahead of us. So this is good. I think the next step, and with that, they also introduced 2 new electric buses to the fleet. So
he was also talking about a tier system based on the new buses that will be coming in, and those buses that are older than like 7 years or something like that. That will be like a standard system, and then the ones that are newer, you'd have Wi-Fi.
Well, they've had
on
discussions about those tiers. You know, we've talked about it here on the couch, and so 2 new electric buses. They're keeping to this slow, gradual rollout of electric buses until they replace the entire fleet. This is good. Commuters now have better options.
Yeah,
right?
That's an example of how it's going to look.
Yes, this is what I was talking about. This is how it's going to look.
That's
nice.
You
see directly in the driver's face. You see the entire passenger set up on the bottom right corner. Well, there's more. You see, you could track the buses as well. You could see the street view. You could see the the driver and passenger view all in one.
Yeah.
So this looks good, right? I tell my daughter that this when AI get first introduced
right?
to Belize, right? Because this feels good. This feels modern, and if we could roll this out into all the buses, I don't mean for throwing no stone, but especially my friends at the Belize Bus Association. But what's happening now, Sabrina? We're starting to see day and night with the two bus, how you call it? The NBC and the BBA bus factions, right? You're starting to see night and day where this side now have elections, and then I'm understanding it's also good for like accidents if something happens, you know. It could be on the scene, it provides alert. So now you have the NBC that has electric buses. At least 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 electric buses now on the roads. No, 2, 3, 5 on the highways, and then with the two right now in the city council, they deal with that. So 5 on the highways, NBC. And then they have this telematics camera system. Likely the next step is to put it into an app so Belizeans can see exactly where the buses are, and then you don't have to wait per roadside for hours. You could just go out when you see the bus, they're close to you. How good would that be for commuters? And then on the other side, and I hate to compare, but this is what it's looking like on the other side with the Belize Bus Association. What's the progress?
That's why I said April should have been here. I see people commenting. I see Managio said, Sabrina said, April always have a lot to say. I know that April is the perfect person to consult on this topic because she has been very vocal about her experience traveling from Belmopan. And so I see Bella Mullings saying, Managio, she said it with a lot of love in a lovely way. Guys, you guys are hilarious. Bella Mullings is also saying there's more bus on the road than there is road. All highways needs to be expanded in the entire country of Belize. And I know that there are road works taking place in different parts of the country. I can tell you that there are works being done to expand it. Michelle said, lot of old bus sister. We need good ones like today. You know, this rain, I welcome e-bus because it's dry, no leaks. And that's what people want. Imagine we have to ask for a bus when a leak. I mean, gone are the days, and I'm excited. I love the fact that you brought up your daughter because she's going to come from a generation where now I have to witness somebody to open an umbrella in our bus.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We're seeing progress towards a better transport system. I feel good for Dr. Zabani because he was the one that really put his and his team, they really put their head on the block for this transformation, to have Belizeans buy into it, to see it bearing fruits. Even if the mango tree only they bear 5 mango this season, the mango they look all right. At least they could make one mangarita like what we drink last Friday, right? And the hope is that as the season progresses, that more mango bear and that the fruits get riper and that Belizeans could really enjoy it as it comes along.
Raswell said, I agree with you, Paul. I think it's time that we have cameras on the bus driver, because in the case of an accident, we can see clearly if it is his fault being on a cell phone or not paying attention. Also, it's time to have camera in the hallway that we can see exactly what is going on in that bus at all times, just like when you take the bus in the United States, and that is what we actually showed earlier.
What happens when they actually detect standees? So I think that's what we need to see. Or will they actually enforce and call the bus driver or give them some sort of signal that, hey, that no one allowed, you can't make them people come off of the bus.
Manigio says, as a society, I feel we need to be okay with ignoring people who are resistant to change just for the sake of being contrarian or to protect their self-interest. E-buses are the way to go. I support it 100%. All right. Well, I thank you guys for your contribution to the conversation. These are just some of the topics that we wanted to cover this morning, but we gotta close things off, Paul, on some Summerfest vibes.
So usually on Fridays, we're inside the studio and we have What the Fridays. Well, tomorrow it's not going to happen in the studio. It's going to be Summerfest in Dangriga. This is the first time we're taking it on the road?
I don't know. I think so.
Yes, so I understand it is actually historic because it is the first time we're taking Summerfest on the road. We've always had it in Belize City, here, Memorial Park, Bliss. Now we're going to Dangriga. Listen, this crew out there don't like the road. Look at you like the road.
We have OIE on the road as well.
I know they carry Summerfest on the road. Might as well we just start the morning show up on the road.
True.
Everything I done.
No, but the logistics, it takes a lot. I mean, we know that.
100%.
You've done one country tour with us, or two country tours.
We did auditions for Summerfest a couple weeks back in Dangriga. Understand the talent is amazing. They got talent, right?
One thing.
They got a lot of talent. And so a lot of those talents are going to be on display on the stage tomorrow. I know that yourself and April are going to have a lot of fun. Maybe you could catch one of these telematic buses down to Dangriga and hype up on a cell phone and leave it and, take some camera selfie.
Yeah.
We also have some amazing giveaways.
Yes, and
tomorrow.
grand prizes as well, as you can see on the screen. We have a 24-inch beach cruiser.
Listen, I remember when beach cruiser used to be like $100, $150.
That's big money.
There, that's a lot of money.
You remember when they call it Wincoras? And we
Yeah.
also have a Samsung phone, courtesy Smart, a tablet, courtesy Gadgets, and we even have something for the teachers as well. This is a raffle that will be taking place, and all we want to do is invite teachers to bring their IDs, of course, to prove that they are teachers, and this is an opportunity for them to get a brand new HP DeskJet ink printer for their classrooms as well.
And this is just the start of what we have, Then this is show awesome, right? Because I passed by the producer's office yesterday, Sabrina, and they not got no standing room in there. Like, they not got no standing room. If you're not going to want staff to sit down in better you're not going to the office because there's just so many goodies. There's just so many things that we're all taking down to Dangriga to bless the kids with, to just shower the community with. And so my peeps in Dangriga, my peeps in Hope Creek, my peeps in Saraway, my peeps in Silk Grass, where else? My peeps in Hopkins even.
Yes.
Yeah. On a drive up to Dangriga tomorrow, where exactly will it take place?
At the Alejo Beni Park.
I
might have said that wrong.
No, you're correct. The Alejo Beni Park tomorrow. That's where it goes down, and it begins morning show time, right?
Morning show time, 6:30.
Wow. Well, I'm definitely going to be locked in.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to be at home locked in. just enjoying the show with everybody
I
else.
like to call it like the kids version. I like KTV. Of course, there's more than just singing. We
Yeah.
see dances, different performances, and I always get blown away. I remember last year we were at the Memorial Park,
I remember.
and there was like a play, like a dance and a play that incorporated an element of News 5 Live, and the kids said
Yeah,
it
I
as Sabrina
remember.
Daly, and I was like, oh my God, I cannot. I loved it so much. So I'm really excited to see what the kids will bring, what the schools will bring over in Dangriga. And if you're in that area, we invite you guys to come out and join us as well. This is one of those opportunities where you get to engage with us while we are live, 6:30 to 8:30 as usual. I know here at the studios we don't have a live audience, but definitely tomorrow is an opportunity to engage with us, meet us, take some photos with us, and even get a chance to win something. There are going to be vendors out there too, and so we're excited about it.
Indeed.
All right, well, we have to close things off at this time. It has been a wonderful morning with you guys, and we want to say thank you to everyone who has been engaging in the comment section with us. This is the closing of this section, and now we move into our Eye on the Weather. Alrighty, this is the Eye on the Weather, courtesy the folks from the National Meteorological Service. And starting things off with today's forecast, I could tell you guys without even looking. Outside, it's raining a little bit here in the city, but what you can expect for the rest of the day is cloudy spells with some showers, thunderstorms, and periods of light rain over most areas, but especially over northern and central areas this morning and tonight. In terms of temperatures, coastal areas can expect highs of 88 degrees Fahrenheit, then dropping to a slight low of 80 degrees. Inland, however, will experience warmer temperatures for highs of 93, but then dropping to a chilly 73. And then in the hills, highs of 80 degrees Fahrenheit, then dropping to 68. Moving things along, our extended forecast for Thursday through to Sunday in coastal and inland areas. On Thursday, you can expect highs of 86, then dropping to a low of 80 degrees in coastal areas, 92 for highs and 74 for inland areas. Then on Friday, highs of 88 and dropping to 80 for coastal, 94 for highs and 73 for lows for inland. Saturday and Sunday, the weekend, 87 and 78 for coastal, 91 and 72 inland, 87 and 78 again for coastal on Sunday, and the same 92 and 72 for inland areas. Now looking at our astronomical forecast, the sun rose this morning at 5:17 a.m. and will set at 6:27 p.m. The moon rise is 2:59 p.m. and will set at 2:37 a.m. The sea state is moderate to rough, with winds blowing from southeast at 10 to 20 knots, and it's set to be gusty as well. Today's high tide took place at 5:55 a.m. and a low tide will take place at 1:27 p.m. However, another high tide will take place at 7:46 p.m. and also another low tide at 12:37 a.m. And that does it for our Eye on the Weather, again brought to you by the folks from the National Met Service. If I could tell you guys anything, you definitely want to take your raincoats if you can, your umbrellas for the kids, maybe a rain boot, but definitely stay hydrated still, because even with these showers, the temperatures are still very much warm. Paul, back to you.
Excellent. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it's all about giving blood and saving lives for World Blood Donor Day.
Introducing BB Insurance, built for Belize. Your security, our priority.
When your baby feels comfortable, you feel confident. Because every little moment deserves protection you can trust. Kushkin's diapers are designed with ultra-absorbent layers that lock in leaks while staying soft, dry, and gentle on delicate skin. So your baby can play freely, and you can enjoy every smile without worry. Kushkin's diapers, comfort they feel, protection you trust. Kushkin's diapers and wipes are available countrywide at a supermarket near you.
The biggest football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarterfinal winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
Prepare for the sweltering heat with a Rheem AC unit to keep you and your family cool and cozy. Get the recommended BTU for your bedroom or living room and enjoy complete comfort. You can also save some much-needed cash with an inverter unit, which provides superior energy efficiency. When the heat is on, stay cool with an affordable, dependable AC unit from Rheem. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Running a business means every dollar counts.
As a business owner, you face different challenges every day. You need cash flow on hand as soon as you can.
With Belize Bank's same-day settlement, transactions settled by 4 p.m. are credited the very same night.
The same-day settlement will definitely make a difference for my business because I know I have money in the bank so I can pay my suppliers, my staff, etc.
Faster access to your funds, better cash flow, greater control. And with auto settlement, it's done for you every day. Same-day settlement from Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Belize Electricity Limited is pleased to announce the holding of its 2025 Annual General Meeting at the BEL Corporate Headquarters at 2.5 miles, Philip Goulson Highway, Belize City, Belize, at 3:00 p.m. on Thursday, June 18th, 2026. For registration purposes, shareholders are advised to bring along a valid identification such as a Social Security card. Shareholders who are unable to attend may choose, and we encourage you to exercise this right, to appoint your proxy, or you can simply appoint the company's executive chairman or the corporate secretary as your proxy to represent you at the AGM. Proxy forms can be submitted at the BEL corporate headquarters at 2.5 miles Philip Goulson Highway or via email at shares@bel.com.bz no later than 5:00 p.m. on June 16, 2026. For more information or assistance, contact BEL's Securities Officer at 501-227-0954, extension 1512.
Ever had your card declined? Now it doesn't have to be. Introducing partial authorization. If the card doesn't cover the full amount, it notifies you what's available. You can accept the partial payment and pay the missing balance with a credit card or cash. No decline. Get what you came for. Partial authorization now available. Belize Bank, our country, your bank.
Get ready, Dad. Welcome back. We are jumping into our first conversation, and as Paul mentioned before the break, this one is all about giving blood and saving lives. We are observing World Blood Donor Day, and of course also highlighting some of the responsibilities, the efforts that Belize has been making, even highlighting a well-known blood donor as well. And so this morning we are joined by Mr. Ronald Stewart. He is the president of the Belize Volunteer Association, or Blood Volunteer Association.
Belize Volunteer Blood Donors Association.
All right. We also have here with us Miss Doreen Madrill. She's a nurse, and Mr. Adrian Martinez, a supervisor over at the Blood Bank. Guys, thank you so much for joining us and welcome.
Thank you.
Good morning.
You know, I feel like I've seen you guys very recently, but I'm told that the last time we saw was actually 1 year ago.
Yeah.
The last observance of Blood Donor Day. It doesn't even feel that long.
Turbo.
Yeah.
Yes, time is on turbo.
But you know, it's still a pleasure having you guys here, even if it's once a year, because we get to highlight the importance of Blood Donor Day and donating blood to persons in need. Let's begin with the observance of this day, and of course, if there's a theme that we are looking at this year, what that is, and of course, why for us here in Belize, this is an important cause to be following.
The theme this year is Many Birth Defects, One Voice, and it's the theme that is used across the world. And it is important for us to recognize in whatever way that blood is needed, it cannot come from any other source but from other human beings. And so why we do this every year is to highlight and to continue to bring awareness that there has to be a continuous supply to the system in order for those persons who need that they could get. And once we are able to convince more persons, because I have been doing this for quite a while.
Yeah.
Actually, next month I'll begin my 32nd year. And it's something that I enjoy doing, but it also requires that you get more persons. So it's an ongoing engagement to make sure that we sensitize the public and get persons to become either recruiters, who all persons could be, or they could be recruiters and donors.
It's amazing how important this fluid in our body is, that we give such little attention to in our everyday life. Nobody sits down and think, wow, I wonder how my blood there, until it's actually needed or until it's flowing out of your body, bleeding, right? How do you, Nurse Madrill, help people to understand the importance of blood?
The importance of giving blood is very crucial.
Yeah, tell me.
Because at one point in our life, we will need blood. And I'm here today. This is World Blood Donor Day. It's not a public and bank holiday, but it is celebrated worldwide. I'm encouraging everybody to go in and donate blood. The process is simple. Simple, simple, simple. You go in, you get a questionnaire, you fill it out, and in no time, the bag of blood is full. I'm telling you, go to the blood bank, donate blood, donate voluntary, saving life, because you never know. Road traffic accident, you have people in the hospital, sickle cell, you have cancer patient. All those patients need blood, and the only source we can get it from is from human.
Mr. Martinez, what are some common questions people may have when they go to the bank?
Usually when donors ask, is basically if they have any medication or travel history. Sometimes If they have a tattoo, they have that fear that they can be deferred permanently. However, we do have our deferral of time. It will be deferred temporarily or permanent. So it depends on the answer you answer in our questionnaire, then that's where we proceed. So you really can't just generalize information from a friend and say, I went to the blood bank, and they tell me to return later, right? So you will have to go in person, answer your questionnaire, and then from there the nurse will do the assessment, and they will say, yes, you can donate blood. Basically, most time is medication, health status, and then previous blood donation results.
I want to know what storage looks like at the blood bank. You know, for us who just go in and donate, we enter a space where you have to do the paperwork, and then you go and you meet with the nurse and you do the procedure. But I imagine being a part of the blood bank, you would also see what storage is like as well. And I mean, I have a sense of curiosity about that, how it's probably displayed, how it's kept, you know, intact to ensure that nothing goes wrong. How do you go about storing blood?
Okay, we have, and we are very grateful to the Ministry of Health that they have provided the equipment, the human power to, and we are at any other blood bank. The storage of blood fluctuate the numbers, and then we have the capacity to store probably 500 fresh frozen plasma, and the platelets we store them for 5 days because that's the shelf life of platelets, so we have to distribute the platelets within the shelf life. And then the packed cells and the whole blood, that's the red color of the blood, we store them for 35 days. We have the capacity to store 200 units of blood. However, we have a network all countrywide that each hospital base have a blood bank that they store their own blood, and private too. So the blood is distributed, it's not centralized. So when you come in, you might have a picture like it's like the central bank, they have all the money stored together. No, blood bank, we have it decentralized.
That's what I was thinking. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
And when you say you distribute it to different hospitals, is it only to public
No, it's
health
both
facilities?
private and
Private
government.
as well?
Yeah.
Is this purchased from private facilities?
No, all services are free.
Wow.
And the reason why I asked that, specifically about purchasing blood, is because I know that there are people, when in desperate need of blood, they would even offer to pay for that service as well. What are your thoughts on people selling or donating blood but selling that service?
Actually, we recommend that people go and give voluntary, because then we have to secure that our blood goes to the safest method of blood collection. You know, whenever money is involved, then there's a high risk. Then we need people to be honest when they're responding to their questionnaire, because then based on their questionnaire, we will dry the blood and then we will test the blood. We have the highest technology in the region to testing the blood. However, there is a window period, so we do have to report what we test. We cannot hide nothing, so we have to report those tests. And then usually when you walk in, the nurse is the one that first will encounter the donor, and then from there the normal process happens.
In the case
That's why
of
we discourage all people who are trying to pay somebody, because once you mention money, all walks of life will come in, and you want the best blood possible.
And that's why I wanted to ask.
And they will not say the truth. That's why we try to discourage all donation that entails money.
Nurse Madrill, I just wanted to ask, in the case of where a person might be in need of a unit of blood and they're not able to get it in time for an operation, what happens then? Do they still get the blood?
Number one, if it's emergency, you will get the blood. But all elective surgeries require a unit of blood. And doctor give you that paper like a month ago. You have enough time to find 1 unit of blood. When it comes to negative, I understand, but if it's positive, anybody can donate.
Yeah, the distribution in terms of the groups across the population, O positive is the largest, about 60%, roughly. And so if you are O positive or any other positive groups you could get from a O positive, the universal donor is O negative. But because they're such a smaller group, we prefer to have or those would be reserved for persons who are O negative, because O negative can only receive from another negative O negative person. And so it is important for us to recognize, to even know what your blood type is. And I remember some years ago, a friend of mine said, you know, I have 5 persons on standby to be my donor, and she wasn't including me, just in case. And it's something that I repeat, because it's important for us to think about it, not to wait until there's a need. And in many instances, I've had to say to persons, listen, the phones that we have in our hands have contacts or personal contacts. That's a resource that is underused, because many times I would get calls saying that I've been told you're a donor, I want or I need blood, and then I have to go through the education process to say, what is it? What's the blood type of the patient? I say, oh no, it doesn't matter. I say, no, it does. And then so it's an educational opportunity.
Also, you can't just issue blood by call. You're not a blood vending machine.
No, but first you have to know what's the blood type, and then the availability. Because now, if I can only give once every 3 months.
Yes.
So 4 times a year, and you have to know if what the person needs is what you could give, or then they could say, all right, well, and as I've said in many instances to persons who have asked, send out the request within your contacts. What nurse could tell you, because she would have more experience than I have, because she does it on a daily basis, where people are looking for the path of least resistance. You're a donor already, I want to contact you, as opposed to them asking a relative, because some of them might think it's too much inconvenience, any reason.
Yeah, for sure. But I wanted to jump back, sorry, just to ask, because Sabrina had asked about paying for blood. So I wanted to ask
in the
what you
almost
do when
32
people
years
come
that I
to you.
have been a donor, never once, and I totally discourage it, because it is important for us to understand it's the blood that we have sustains our life, and with a healthy lifestyle we could help sustain others, and we cannot or should not try and exploit the situation where somebody is in need and you will say, all right, I want to exchange rate. There are sometimes persons who are feeling so desperate that they would be willing to pay, but then there are persons who cannot afford. And so the approach is to have everybody understand, give, because at some point in time you may need to receive, and that's what has been the focus that I've had over all these years. That sometimes when I give, if I am to give today, I'm already calculating in my mind, or I've put it in my calendar, I'll be back in 3 months, as long as I'm able to, I'm not traveling and that sort of thing.
One of the things that I understand when you donate blood, there would be certain tests that would be run to find out if you have enough blood to even donate. What are the levels of your blood?
Yeah, that is done on every donor who entered the blood bank. For female, it's 12.5, and for male, it's 13.5.
What,
once you have
13.5 or 12.5?
12.5 for female, that's the level that we use.
Okay.
Anything 12.5 and over, you can donate.
But is that
for
like,
male,
is
it's
that like
13.5 and over. Yes,
is that like a
donate.
measurement of some sort? Like, what are we measuring? 12.5. Your blood count. Interesting.
Anything under 12.5, you have enough for yourself for female. But you is unable to donate, to give one from that amount.
What affects your blood levels? I mean, for persons who might donate, I imagine, Mr. Gordon, in your case, every 3 months, do you have to keep up a certain lifestyle to ensure that your blood levels stay a particular level?
Nutrition in particular, sleep, adequate consumption of water, rest, because it's basically a healthy lifestyle. And one of the key things is to make sure that your nutrition is the best. You cannot be eating junk food, and there are tests that they're doing now that if you have too much fat in your blood, you would be deferred until that is
that happening right now here in Belize?
cholesterol.
Right here in Belize, that's happening?
Yeah.
Oh,
As,
wow.
as Adrian said, there are so much tests that are done. One of the things that the test that is done when a donor gives blood is much more than what is done when you do your annual physical. So in some instances, I am tested 5 times a year. I do my annual physical plus the 4 times when I give blood.
Nurse, you
So
want
we,
to add to that?
we discourage all of our donors not to eat any oily food in the morning, especially the tacos. It's really not nice to eat tacos before donation.
Oh.
People go and eat it after, though.
Yes, you can eat it after before
And the
we
reason for that,
encourage you not to.
you could see the oil that settle.
Because then we have medications that have a deferral time. For example, aspirin. If you take aspirin, you have to defer yourself for 72 hours. Then you can come in and donate blood. So different medications have different deferral time.
So how? No, sorry, go ahead.
So you can't really generalize all the medications. We have different deferral times.
How are we celebrating World Blood Donors Day tomorrow?
Well, the actual day is 14th of June, which is Sunday. And so we're doing an appreciation to the donors tomorrow evening between 5 and 10, right at the blood bank and on the street in front. Just to say thanks, because throughout the course of the year, apart from the fluids that you get when you give blood, which is the juice concentrate and glucose to bring up back what you give, there isn't anything else. And you know, as far as I'm aware, some people have asked, well, are you going to be giving Guinness or that sort of thing?
Nah,
No,
beets juice.
you don't want alcohol.
Guinness.
Yeah, it's a stout. It
Guinness
builds
and
your
stout
blood.
build the blood.
Anything.
That's
So
what they say.
yeah, but because of the alcohol, you don't necessarily want that. You have any foods that is rich in iron, which builds your blood, is good. So nutrition, again.
Nurse Madril.
Today,
Yes.
so today, World Blood Donor Day is celebrating on June the 14th, but we're celebrating tomorrow, June the 12th. Today is the day that, I just want to give a big shout out to all my donors. I just want to thank you for all the generous gift that you have given to us. That gifts save lives. I just want to encourage you guys to continue to donate blood. Thank you so much for your donation.
Yeah.
And your thoughts?
Well, I want to share the slogan for this year is giving 1 bag of blood every 3 months, you are saving someone's life. When you give blood, it's a 45 minutes period of time that you will be taking away from your busy day and then going to the blood bank. Today is for me, tomorrow might be for you.
Yeah.
And then I just want to acknowledge all the hard work we are doing. Acknowledge our president, Nurse Madril. She's retired and she come back.
Wow.
So I want to thank her, our staff at Blood Bank, and then the person who do the serology, the testing too, because then Blood Bank is not a one man work. It's a team effort. It takes like 15 persons together to have a screen unit of blood safe to be transfused at different hospital.
Wow.
So it takes a lot.
Yes.
It's not you go and you donate blood and then expecting your blood to be ready probably 8 hours after. No, it's a 24-hour turnaround. However, recently we have been working 24/7. Saturdays, Sundays, nurses have been calling donors. We have been opening until 8 o'clock in order to supply the need. Blood is perishable, so we have a system. We use the blood first in, first out. So it is very needed when it comes to platelets, because then we can only get platelets from fresh blood. So if we don't have a donor, we could have all the equipments, we could have all the testing. And then what we all need is to advocate and call the donors to come and donate blood.
Yeah.
You're saving lives.
I want to quickly give a shout out to you, or a big up to you, Mr. Stewart. I know that you have donated 108 units, I believe, or 108 times so far. And you mentioned that you've been doing this for 32 years.
I begin my second year next month. And one of the things that I want to do in closing, at least, to encourage those who are listening, have these discussions within your family, amongst your colleagues, friends, about considering to be a donor. And I challenge in particular young persons. When I started, I was 29 years old. I am now 60. And I said if I look at it, I could have given 44 more if I had started at age 18. But it's not too late. I want somebody to beat my record. I want many others.
You get
to do
special
so.
treatment when you go to the blood bank?
No.
I don't believe it.
She gives us the love to everybody. That's why she said, my donors. And I have said to nurse and to others, I say, perfectly suited for the work, because you feel invited, you feel welcomed, appreciated.
Yeah.
And so she is really one of the key persons who has interactions with donors and makes the contributions for the supply that the country has.
Nurse Madril, do you guys still give a light refreshment after the donation? Yes. Because I went there last week with my brother to donate blood and we never get no sandwich, no nothing. So I said, I don't know what it happened. A half day?
No, but you could come tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It's too late.
Sandwich. All day we will have sandwich tomorrow. And I'm encouraging all donors to come in tomorrow. We have gift basket to give away.
Oh man, we are a week late or a week early.
No, you could still come. Once you're a donor.
Yes, come tomorrow. Come and donate a unit of blood.
Okay.
As much as possible. We want the numbers to go up. So come, we have gift basket to give away. Come and win a basket. You all are invited.
Excellent. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We celebrate World Blood Donor Day with you all on the 14th of this month. And of course, we invite everyone to become donors as well, starting as early as 18 years old. This is also an encouragement to live a healthier lifestyle even, because of course it could save your life and someone else's. But before we take a quick break, we want to give a quick highlight to something that we're seeing online. We've been reporting on the weather just earlier, but we also saw a situation that's taking place on the coastal highway where flooding is concerned. And so if you're planning to take that section of the highway this morning, look out for what's ahead, because that is some footage coming from persons stranded on the coastal highway.
Well, it's not only the coastal highway this morning, Sabrina. We also have footage from Spanish Lookout.
Look at that.
And so this is how it looks in Spanish Lookout this morning. 2 hours, 4 inches of rain.
2 hours of rain, yeah.
Yeah, we understand.
Giving 4 inches of water.
And then we also had some images from Stan Creek. I don't know if okay, so we don't have those to pull up as yet, but yes, the area representative for Stan Creek West, Rodwell Ferguson, yeah, he posted on Facebook this morning to say that there's some residents that are stranded as a result of rain. He said that this is it. So this is significant flooding in our community.
You want to watch out for flash flooding.
You have some residents that are in 4 feet of rain, but it's as a result of the flash flooding, right? Coming from the mountains. So some residents are traveling through 4 feet of rain.
Look at that.
There you have it. Residents stranded as a result. So we are here in Belize City, kind of in our own little bubble, if you would, and while down south, for the most part, and up west, especially in the mountainous areas, they're receiving a lot of rain.
And as we mentioned earlier, Paul, we are only going to expect more rain throughout the course of the day, and even tonight, as we mentioned, there might be the possibility of thunderstorms as well in the central and northern areas, so guys, look out for that too. But our thoughts are currently with those down south. And everyone really who are experiencing this at this time. If you have something similar like this taking place, reach out to us. Send photos to our Open Your Eyes Facebook page or our phone number 675-2555. Well, Paul, we are going to take a quick break now. We hope you enjoyed that conversation on World Blood Donor Day, but we have another topic to jump into. It is summertime after all, and we need some activities for the kids. We got some stuff with sports.
ready, Dangriga. Something big is coming your way. Open Your Eyes Summerfest 2026 is heading to the culture capital, Dangriga. Join us on June 12th at 6:30 a.m. at the iconic Alejo Beni Park for a morning filled with energy, excitement, and pure talent. This year, it's all about the kids, from singing to dancing, poetry to performances. If they've got talent, we've got the stage. Bring out the entire family and come celebrate creativity, culture, and the future stars of Belize. Expect fun, music, surprises, and unforgettable moments. Don't miss it. Open Your Eyes Summerfest 2026, where young talent shines the brightest.
Some hands do more than carry. They prepare, they fix, they comfort. They keep a home moving in ways few people notice. And even when the day is done, they are still thinking of home. For the months of May and June, we celebrate the hands that hold the home together, offering you 25% off on tiles, lights, fans, ACs, gardening supplies, and more, both in-store and online. Thank you, moms and dads, from Builders Hardware.
Haven't updated your information recently? Well, kick off the new year as a winner. RF&G Insurance is giving you a free chance to win every month. Entering is easy. Just chat with us on WhatsApp and update your information. That's it. You'll be automatically entered into our monthly raffle for a chance to win awesome prizes. Don't wait. Message us on WhatsApp and update your info today. RF&G Insurance. It pays to get it right.
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100# key. No stress, no waiting. Just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
We at Fulltech Systems understand that technology isn't just a tool, it's a game changer. At home, smart devices and AI are revolutionizing daily life. In education, tech is making learning more interactive and accessible for students and educators alike. For businesses and government, it's driving innovation, streamlining operations, and unlocking growth, leveraging tech for better services, infrastructure, and security. At Fulltech Systems, we help you thrive with cutting-edge solutions, partnering with leaders like Dell, HP, Microsoft, APC, Fortinet, Cisco, and Tomy Inc. We deliver the right products for your needs, whether it's boosting efficiency, improving customer engagement, or scaling operations. Connect with us and let's drive innovation together. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you come for the price, but stay for the service.
Haven't updated your information recently? Well, kick off the new year as a winner. RF&G Insurance is giving you a free chance to win every month. Entering is easy. Just chat with us on WhatsApp and update your information. That's it. You'll be
The world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
They're not just cigarette, vape, hookah, cigar, and all kind of tobacco product, Lego, dangerous smoke, and toxic chemical. When you smoke or vape, that cloud they not disappear. It turn into second-hand smoke and third-hand smoke where people wrong your breathing. That kind of smoke that could cause cancer, diabetes, lungs disease, and heart problems. It could kill anybody who get exposed to it. If you smoke or vape, go outside, far from people. Everybody deserves to breathe clean air.
I've always been fascinated with gemstones. It's all about taking nature's beauty and creating something.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned with us. This is our second conversation for this morning, and it's all about summer sports and over at the Red Dragon Martial Arts Academy. And we have joining us on set Sensei Shaim Tablada, and he brought two of his pupils with him. Would you care to introduce these two lovely young stars?
Alright, so here on my left we have...
I am Avril Garcia and I'm 8 years old and I have been doing martial arts for over 3 years now.
And then we have...
My name is Cordy Tucker and I'm 11 years old and I've been also training in the Martial Arts Academy for 3 years.
Wow.
8 and 11
8
years.
and 11. Now, Mr. Tablada, tell us a bit about the program that you have going on over at the Academy.
Okay, so for this martial arts program, I normally focus on the kids during the summer, not only during the summer, but throughout the whole school year. Because, you know, sports is very good with academics. It helps you to focus and it keeps you to be relaxed. So, with the kids, from since 2020, we haven't had any martial arts summer camp because of COVID. And 3 years ago, I said, let's bring back the summer program. So I talked to my chief instructor and he said, sure, there's no problem with that. You can go ahead and you can do it. And since 3 years ago, I have done it because the kids wanted something, you know, to do instead of being inside all day or playing on the game. And you know, some of the kids need discipline, they need more structure, they needed confidence, so that's why I decided to do that with them.
So in this case, having this summer program, I imagine they're learning what, karate?
Yes, they learn a mixture of martial arts.
A mixture of martial arts.
So we do karate, taekwondo, judo.
And what's the time period that they will be learning that? And is that enough time for them to even grasp the foundation of martial arts, mixed martial arts?
So for the most part, yes. In 3 weeks, I separate the segments of the lessons so that they have a wider aspect of what all they can learn when they join the dojo.
You brought two young people with you who has up to 3 years of experience under this program. What have they been learning so far?
They have been learning discipline. They have become more confident because they participate in their competitions. They also do their testings for their rank. And they had also learned how to become a better role model to other young children around their age range.
Having green belts, I see you have a black belt. I kind of know what the black belt mean. It mean like you're the best of the best, right? What's a green belt?
So they are in their, I could say they're phasing off to their almost their, not really the final years, because when you become a black belt, you're not finished.
Oh, really? I thought you were like done.
No, you're not finished. You're not
There's
finished.
degrees to your black belt, right?
Yes, there's degrees to your black belt. So you have first to 10th degree black belt.
Oh, shoot.
So because they are at green belt, they just did their testing for their brown belt last week. So they should be promoted to brown belt by next week.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I want to ask you guys, why did you decide to learn mixed martial arts?
Karate.
Or karate?
I thought it would be cool because when I was young, I wanted to start it, but we kept watching on TV, so my mom asked me if we wanted to join. We were jumping in happiness, so we agreed.
Yeah.
Who do you watch on TV that does karate or mixed martial arts?
I'm not sure what we were watching at that time, but we were just watching people that did karate.
When I was growing up, the person that I saw doing karate or that I associated with karate was Jackie Chan, right? How about you, Mr. Tucker? You know Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee?
Yes, Mom.
So tell me, why did you decide to learn karate?
Well, I decided because when I was home, I kept watching karate movies and like I wanted to join, but I didn't know how to join. So my mom called Sensei Shaheen and asked if I could join the summer program. So I said yes, and he said yes, so I joined 3 years ago.
Wow. What has the experience been like since then?
Fun.
Yeah. Have you learned any of the moves that you saw on the TV?
Well, yes.
Yeah?
What is it? What is karate? What is this teaching you? What are you learning?
How to defend myself in different situations and discipline and manners.
Discipline and manners. So you learn discipline and manners, but that's not fighting.
Well,
why is discipline and manners important?
It is important because
takes you far in life.
It takes you far in life, and
you have to
How
have
do you
manners,
teach them
right?
discipline, or why is it important for them to learn discipline and manners?
Discipline and manners is very important because in our day-to-day life, you know, manners, as we say, will take you far in life. Discipline is very important because as you get older and you become a role model, or even if you're a parent or you're just a family friend, if you're disciplined and you go to work, everything will be structured. So that's the same thing that we do with them. If you're disciplined, you can become a better athlete. You can become more organized, more structured.
All right, so your summer program, who is this program for? Can like beginners, children that have no experience join the program?
Yes, so this program is set for everyone. People with experience, people without experience. Beginners, yes. For the most part, it's always the beginners that tends to come out because they have the confidence to do whatever it takes to become a better person or a better version of themselves.
How do you go from green belt to a next belt?
So you have to learn the rules, you have to learn the steps, and the katas. The katas are like a set of moves that are joined together together to make a form.
Yeah.
And you have different katas.
Do you have like homework, you know, that you have to practice things like that at home when you leave karate class? Like what is a general homework that you would have to do?
Like when we go to karate class and we learn a new kata, we probably will learn half of it. And since it's on YouTube, Sensei Shaheen will say that we have homework to go on YouTube and learn the rest at home.
And a kata is like a move?
So
It's like a set of moves.
a set of moves. So does moves have names?
Yes.
So I want to ask, tell me what are the names of maybe one or two of the moves that you've learned so far?
They have downward block.
Downward block.
And they have rising block.
Rising block.
What's the difference?
Show me stand up and show me the downward block.
Oh, I could do that. How about the upward block?
The rising block.
Rising block.
Yeah, show me the rising block.
I could do that too.
All right, give me one more. What's one more you've learned?
Sweeping block.
What's a
sweeping block? You got space there for that? You could do it?
Yeah.
Show me.
Let me see.
Oh. All right, now your turn. Give me two moves
that you
you've
know
learned.
and you like.
And tell me the name. 10 moves that for fight people or that for help, like for defend yourself. What is it for? Because some people that say, oh, I know karate, no, so no mess with me.
Yeah,
I'm a fighter.
And I'll be honest, I've never seen people fight and do that before they fight. Their moves there.
But I want to know if that's for fight people or if that's for defend yourself.
It's like for defending yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for
So if
defending
someone
yourself.
comes and try to attack you, you want to do a move like that before? Tell me more, Shaheem, because I've never seen those moves get done.
So in today's society, people, when they try to defend themselves, for the most part, I think it's they get nervous and they forget how to defend themselves because they go with their natural instinct. So they will do some wild blocks and some wild punches. But if you are more disciplined and you know how to think in critical condition and different situations, then you will know more likely how to protect yourself.
If I am skilled with these moves, and somebody comes to me and they come with wild moves, like they'll say punch
Just a throw hand
and
and pull
just a throw
here.
hands, whatever. If I am disciplined and I understand these skills, of course I am at an advantage.
Yes.
Right? Because I am calm. I know exactly how to go into the situation. I know exactly what moves to use.
Yes.
So while some people may take the moves lightly and say, oh, then apply to real life, really, if you have a grasp of it, I think, and you're able to apply it, you are already at an advantage when somebody comes to your wild, right?
Yes, because even in the whole martial arts aspect, especially with Taekwondo that we do, because they also train Taekwondo with their kicks, you have to know how to move because feet and hands are very fast. So in those situations, you have to think to know how to move away and how to counter your attack. So that's what they learn as well. And then when we do drills with them, we also pressure them into certain positions. So let's say you're in a yard and someone pushes you against the fence, you know that in the competition, if I'm against the edge of the line, I know that if I step out, I'm out. I'll get a warning. So here I can't step out, I have to attack or I have to defend myself. So that's what they're doing when we
Well, I understand you have a demonstration to show us this morning. And so
they're not only here to talk.
Yeah, they're here to
act
show and tell as
show.
well.
And he's ready. And she's ready. I saw a little bit preview earlier on, so we want to ask both of you to get in position. Can you all walk over?
You can head
please,
over.
and get in position. So they're gonna get in position, and what are they gonna display for us today?
So they're going to display a kata, a form. It's called Tioga.
Have our young people in place at this time. We want to cue them.
Casket. Right? Yoi. Kata.
Tioga form.
Set. Go.
Get. Get.
Wow.
Whoa, that
was so cool.
good. Can we do that again?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, I feel like it went by so fast I missed some of it.
Yeah, you were singing. That's why. Everybody was kung fu fighting.
All right, so we're gonna run that back. That was really good. But I think our audience, they're looking for an encore. When you're ready to do it one more time?
Yeah.
Yes, they're always ready.
Let's do it again. You go ahead.
Right. Yoy. Kata.
Tiger 4.
Set. Go.
Get! Get!
Whoa,
that was even better.
Yeah, it looked like a dance,
Right?
almost kind of like a choreography taking
So well
place.
synchronized.
Yes.
What Tiger 4 mean?
Tiger 4.
That what you say?
It's Tioga 4.
Oh, Tioga 4.
Tioga 4.
All right, you guys can come back.
Tioga 4.
Tioga 4.
What does that mean?
It's a form of self-defense while moving in a pattern of 4 directional moves. It consists of 4 different styles of blocks and kicks.
How do you all feel after that?
Feel great.
Yeah?
Feel good.
You feel good
I want
too,
to
so?
ask you, do you see a lot of girls learning karate right now?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, there's a
How do you
lot.
feel being a girl and being able to defend yourself amongst the other boys?
I feel great about it.
What do your friends say when they learn that you know karate?
Well, not most of my friends know.
They don't know? What do you think they're gonna say if they find out that you know karate?
They're gonna probably like say, "Oh my God, that's so cool."
They're gonna say, "I'm scared of you," right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, that's really nice. Now, we want to remind persons how they can get their kids enrolled. Is there an age range for the summer program?
For the summer program, the ages are from 5 to 15. I focus on everyone. Adults, if you want to join, you can join. We can schedule a time. If I
Paul,
have.
me and Paul, we could use some moves. I just seeing what these kids just did, I'm sure they can beat us up. I got forward out, me on the ground. And what's the price range for the program?
So the price for the program is $225. Registration fee is $60.
All right, and that covers the
and
entire.
it covers the entire fee of the tuition. Also, if you don't want to do the full 3 weeks, you can do the weekly option, which is $100 for the week. With the cost of everything, you are covered for your martial arts pants and the t-shirt you get as well.
Wow.
Okay, and the time frame of the
The
summer
time
program?
frame is at 1 to 2:30 in the afternoon from Monday to Fridays.
Excellent. All right. Well, guys, this was a really fun conversation. It was also nice seeing what you guys can do as well. We definitely hope to continue following your story, and you have a great sensei, a great teacher on your hands. We've seen what he can do. He can do fencing as well. I learned a thing or two from him last year.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us, and we wish you guys all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we got to take another quick break, and when we come back, the fun continues. We're on the topic of sports, and so we'll be talking about football. The World Cup kicks off when we come back.
Insurance fact. Did you know with Home Protector Insurance, home and property insurance does not only cover hurricane and fire? Your lifetime investment will also be protected from explosions, water damage, malicious damage, and more. So you can rest easy knowing your home is protected. Visit any Home Protector Insurance office near you to learn more.
Get ready, Dangriga. Something big is coming your way. Open your eyes, Summerfest 2026 is heading to the culture capital, Dangriga. Join us on June 12th at 6:30 a.m. at the iconic Alejo Beni Park for a morning filled with energy, excitement, and pure talent. This year, it's all about the kids, from singing to dancing, poetry to performances. If they've got talent, we've got the stage. Bring out the entire family and come celebrate creativity, culture, and the future stars of Belize. Expect fun, music, surprises, and unforgettable moments. Don't miss it. Open Your Eyes Summerfest 2026, where young talent shines the brightest.
Introducing BV Insurance, built for Belize. Your security, our priority.
When your baby feels comfortable, you feel confident. Because every little moment deserves protection you can trust. Kushkin's diapers are designed with ultra-absorbent layers that lock in leaks while staying soft, dry, and gentle on delicate skin. So your baby can play freely, and you can enjoy every smile without worry. Kushkin's diapers, comfort they feel, protection you trust. Kushkin's diapers and wipes are available countrywide at a supermarket near you.
The biggest football event in the world is finally here, and Smart is giving you the chance to play and win. Before every match starts, predict who will win. The more predictions you make, the more chances you have to win. Get 1 point towards your total when you guess the winning team. Predict the exact score and earn up to 4 points. The top scorer at the conclusion of the World Cup wins the grand prize of $2,500 in cash. That's not all. Players get a chance to win weekly prizes. Plus, our quarter-final winner gets a watch party package. Play directly in the Smart app for just 50 cents per entry. Prediction starts June 1st to July 18, 2026. Don't just watch the World Cup. Play along and win with Smart. Smart, bringing people together.
Prepare for the sweltering heat with a Rheem AC unit to keep you and your family cool and cozy. Get the recommended BTU for your bedroom or living room and enjoy complete comfort. You can also save some much-needed cash with an inverter unit, which provides superior energy efficiency. When the heat is on, stay cool with an affordable, dependable AC unit from Rheem. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Running a business means every dollar counts.
As a business owner, you face different challenges every day. You need cash flow on hand as soon as you can.
With Belize Bank's same-day settlement, transactions settled by 4 p.m. are credited the very same night.
The same-day settlement will definitely make a difference for my business because I know I have money in the bank so I can pay my suppliers, my staff, etc.
Faster access to your funds, better cash flow, greater control. And with auto settlement, it's done for you every day. Same-day settlement from Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Belize Electricity Limited is pleased to announce the holding of its 2025 Annual General Meeting at the BEL corporate headquarters at 2.5 miles, Philip Golson Highway, Belize City, Belize, at 3 o'clock p.m. on Thursday, June 18th, 2026. For registration purposes, shareholders are advised to bring along a valid identification such as a social security card. Shareholders who are unable to attend may choose, and we encourage you to exercise this right, to appoint your proxy, or you can simply appoint the company's executive chairman or the corporate secretary as your proxy to represent you at the AGM. Proxy forms can be submitted at the BEL corporate headquarters at 2.5 miles Philip Golson Highway or via email at shares@bel.com.bz no later than 5 o'clock p.m. on June 16, 2026. For more information or assistance, contact BEL's Securities Officer at 501-227-0954, extension 1512.
Welcome back. We are jumping into our next portion of the show, and we are going to be playing some games this morning, Paul.
Yeah.
You know, we started off the show talking about the NBA, and so that's basketball game, and then we got into some more sports, which is mixed martial arts, and now we're jumping into some football, and some folks call it soccer. Here in Belize, we say football, right?
Football.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm not very much of a sports enthusiast. I know you are one of our sports reporters.
That doesn't mean I know anything about the World
That's a
Cup.
lie. If you don't know, you should be ashamed, Paul.
Well, I am ashamed.
You should be.
I'm shamelessly ashamed.
You are shamelessly ashamed. But we got a trivia in store for you guys. Well, really in store for us. But of course, I have to bring you guys in because Misery loves company. And we'll be playing a game of sorts, testing our knowledge on the World Cup, maybe some of the teens as well. And so this is how it will go. The host will compete in a fun World Cup trivia game, answering questions about famous players. I know you know some of the players, some of the countries, some of the records, and some football history. Points will be awarded for each correct answer, with the highest scorer earning bragging rights as the FIFA Trivia Champion.
Bro, this is going to be a disaster.
Paul,
World Cups come every 4 years, Sab.
see, you don't know it. You don't get a point. I never know that.
No, yeah, bring it up. Let's bring up.
All right, so let's begin, and we're going to start with the first question. Guys, please help me in the comment section.
Who has scored the most career goals in World Cup history?
So we the top about athlete. I'm going to say Messi or Ronaldo.
Scored the most career goals in history. FIFA trivia. Well, in what? In World Cup, who scored the most World Cup goals?
You think
the most career goals? I could say Pele, but I don't know. Yeah, anyone are we correct? You said Messi, I say legendary Pele.
Who is it? Tick, 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 tick.
The answer is
Ronaldo. I said that.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
I said that, right?
No, you said that. I hear that goat.
I said that.
I should have said that.
I thought it.
It's always between Messi and Cristiano.
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
Next.
All right, next one. I knew this game must be a disaster.
All right, next up we have which football legend is known as the
king?
Ronaldo.
No,
Ronaldo.
No, I said
Cristiano.
Ronaldinho.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Brazil, Ronaldinho.
That's my choice.
Could
Let's
that
see.
be here, Pele?
We have our first one. Pele.
Exactly.
So you got that.
Yeah.
So you're leading right now.
Why? Because I got one?
Yeah.
Leading at one? All right,
I know
cool.
the first game, a lot of people there.
Pele is a legendary football player.
Yeah.
Many documentaries,
He's from where?
movies made about
Where's he
him.
from?
I think it's South America, if I'm
Okay,
not mistaken.
All right. All right, let's move things along. The next one is
How
how many players from one team are on the field at a time?
This is easy. I'll give you a guess though, because I know the answer.
8.
You're almost there. I'll give you one more guess. It's
12. 10.
All right, you all the numbers but 11.
9. Okay.
It's 11. 11 players, 1 goalkeeper, and 10 people on the field.
Oh, nice.
So the answer is 11.
11 players.
Yeah.
You the lead, pal. 2.
You did say I would win, but
All right. The
Because some of them
goalkeepers
had,
can
some of
use
them
their
don't.
hands anywhere on the field.
except I
Can
should say
goalkeepers use their hands anywhere on the field?
goalkeeper. No, I said goalkeepers can use their hands anywhere on the field. Should say.
Is that false? No, because
Or is it true or false?
Well, I don't know. There's not like.
I don't know if it's a true or false. It could be a question about true or false. It could be a question about except where. So they can use goalkeepers can use their hands anywhere on the field except for a certain area on the field. So it's not anywhere on the field.
No, they can't. They're only stationing at the box area. So I said
Uh-huh.
false.
What do you call
I
that?
get that correct?
Yes,
The
false.
goal-
Oh, so it's a true or false?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's false.
I did not know if it's a true or
Okay, I just I'm just me to guess. Okay, so 2-1.
Well, I mean, I knew that as well.
Let's go. Moving things along.
Kinda
Which
like
famous player is from Argentina?
Aha. You know this one.
Ronaldo or Messi? Messi.
Yeah, Messi too. I'll say Messi as well.
Correct? Give me something.
There you go.
Hey, Messi. Got that. So 2-2, a tie.
I said Messi too.
I said it first though.
Okay, you get the point. You get the point.
All right, let's go. Which famous player is from Portugal? Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I said
add a lead.
Ronaldo too.
I'm leading. All right, let's move things along. Name 3 countries playing in the World Cup. Mexico, South Africa, USA.
Yeah.
All right, win. And Mexico and South Africa
could say-
plays today.
I could say Brazil, USA, Canada.
Okay.
I guess they're not going to give us the answer
No,
because
so we can
there's
move
a
things
lot.
along. Name 3 countries playing in the World Cup. We already did that.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Oh, that's the
actually.
last one. Okay, let's move things along. Next. Which country has won the most World Cups?
Uh-huh.
Argentina.
I say Brazil. I don't know the answer exactly.
Argentina.
Or Brazil. Hey, come on. That's what. Yeah, I mean, come on. It's
Yeah.
Brazil.
In the comment section, what's your favorite team that you guys are rooting for? I know that football or soccer, as people call it, have the same type of like fandom and following. The way that
It's the biggest
basketball
sport in the
does.
world.
Yeah.
It's bigger than basketball.
Yeah. So which team are you guys rolling with? Next question. How often is the FIFA World? 4 years.
Oh, I wonder where you learned that.
I just learned that this morning. Every 4 years.
It's like the Olympics.
Yeah. All right, let's move things along.
3-3.
Yes. How long is a regular football match?
Aha, got it. Guess. You guess. It's in minutes. And I'll give you a hint. It's more than an hour.
Okay.
So I'll give you a couple of guesses.
70 minutes.
No, it's higher.
75 minutes. 80 minutes. 90 minutes.
That's your third guess, but yes, you're
It's
right.
90 minutes?
It's 90
Okay,
minutes.
cool.
It's 90 minutes of regular time, and then if you have extra time added, at the end of each half.
So-
and then you go into penalty or overtime if you
What
tie.
if in that 90 minutes, and you exhaust the 90 minutes, the team tie?
Yeah, then you got overtime.
And
So
how-
like
okay.
in basketball,
Okay.
you have extra time they'll give, but it depends on the game and it depends on the objective. If it is to, if you have to determine a winner in the game in terms of, let's say if it's not a tournament where, all right, if we draw, that's and who makes the most wins. So
Are you
that's a-
rooting for any team in particular for the World Cup?
Not yet. I'm a diehard bandwagonist, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
I'd love to
openly
catch
admit
me
it.
earlier this
Yeah,
week.
I'm a band Mexico under my radar because of how close they are to Belize, so they're neighbors. So I'm also looking at Mexico, and in terms of a European country, I don't have one as yet that I'm looking at.
I want to ask you a question. Name 5 famous football players.
Name 5 famous
Yeah.
football players. We've named a lot of them.
Give me 5 then. 5 Otani.
You have Mbappe, you have Ronaldo, you have Messi, You have Zlatan, I think that's his name. And then you have
Yellow.
Yellow man.
Pele.
Neymar, you have Pele.
Pele.
Well, Pele isn't playing anymore, but yes,
Okay.
you have Neymar. Then there's this young star as well. His name slips me, but yes, so that's 5.
All right. Well, I know there's going to be a lot of people having watch parties even.
One is taking place in Belmopan today.
Yes, I know
the
one is
Mexican
taking
Embassy
place.
is hosting one at UB.
Exactly. And so let us know in the comment section, as I mentioned, what team you are riding with. I know for us here in Belize, football is also a big deal for us, you know, and we try to pour into our athletes. The goal is to one day have one of our teams make it as far as maybe finals even. I believe there was a time in my recent memory that Belize came to the Gold Cup as well, right? Or to the World Cup. No,
Really?
World Cup.
Yeah.
World Cup. And that's a big deal for we.
No World Cup. We don't reach there yet.
So
but that would be incredible. Wouldn't it be incredible?
That would be amazing, Paul.
Right? Then we are buy tickets for sure and go watch the
Yeah,
World
and
Cup.
so it's taking place in Mexico, and for anyone who is able to actually go and witness it there, that's a huge deal. So
yeah,
kudos
but
to you
talk
guys for
about
doing
those. Talk about those World Cup ticket prices, though, Sabrina.
that. It's like over $1,000.
Yeah, tickets prices, depending on where you go, you have ticket prices ranging. Apparently, there's some spots where you could get tickets for $60.
Like nosebleeds, maybe.
But tickets are all the way up to $10,000 and more. Group stage. So, and this is just the early stages. As you get into the group stage, they average around $400 to $990, and when you start to get into the premium seats for like the final matches, they can command up to $10,000 starting. Right when you get into those final matches. So I will enjoy it from
your TV.
my TV screen. I'm going to watch parties. This is 6 weeks of football, so it's
Yeah.
a month and a half of football.
Alrighty. Well, kudos to everyone who will be hosting their watch parties and getting family and friends involved. Well, at this time, we do have to
Wrap things
up. But it has been a really fun Thursday, I have to say. I know that it's only Thursday, but it really felt kind of like a Friday too. So thank you to everyone who joined us. I believe we won't be going to a next break at this time. So thank you also to you guys for engaging in the comment section with us. It is June 11th, and if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. But I want to say for those folks celebrating on June 12th, you are going to be celebrating with us because it's also Summerfest, as we mentioned. A reminder to you guys down south who might be commuting on the roads as well to stay safe. We'll also be heading on the road, heading that side too for Summerfest, and so we'll be watching things closely and giving you guys updates as well in terms of the weather and what we are planning. But I know for the most part, the schedule remains the same, and so definitely stay tuned to our social media pages. And we also have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Indeed, so you could lock in on Facebook for all the behind the scenes content. That's OYE Belize, and Instagram. So that's Instagram. We also have our TikTok page. That's openyoureyes.bz. Sabrina, we even have a phone number.
Yes, that's 675-2555. You can email us as well with your concerns or sharing your comments. That's openyoureyes.bz. But please do us a favor and join us again for Summerfest tomorrow on Friday in Dangriga when you open your eyes
and start your morning right.
Until then, be sure to keep your eyes, your mind,
and your hearts wide open.
Have a wonderful Thursday. Stay dry, stay safe, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.